And looks like the board is green. Hello, everyone. As at the beginning of every our webinar, we'd like to ask you if you can see us, if you can hear us. We're streaming on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So a single comment from each platform would be very nice. We'd like to make sure that there will be no disturbances in our message to you today. Okay, just let us know, guys, if you can see us, if you can hear us.
Yeah, so the platform with the most comments will get some gift, of course.
Provided by Carol, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicholas. Hi, it's good to see you. And we're very grateful for your comment.
Hello, Nicholas. How's Florida today?
Nice and warm, I bet. Nice and warm.
Hopefully.
Okay, what about Facebook or LinkedIn?
That's great to hear, yeah.
That's great to hear. Nice weather. Well, we can't complain too. We can't complain too. It's for October. It's very nice here in Poland. So
it's like not an autumn, not a Polish autumn here. Like it is only Polish autumn, but it's the weather doesn't represent that. It's a lot of sun and nice temperatures. So yeah, we are enjoying it at the moment. Hopefully, it will.
Let's keep it for as long as possible. Okay. All right, guys. It looks like we're not getting any more confirmation. Confirmations. I guess if there will be a problem, we'll probably get a lot of shouts from you. So let's make it official. Welcome to our next webinar. The official title of it is "Use the UTM parameters to keep a close eye on your campaigns." So let's before we kick off, let's talk about ourselves a little bit. Yeah, for all of those that haven't heard us yet, haven't seen us yet, my name is Patrick, and I'm working in a customer success team in Landingi. Generally, I'm responsible for setting goals that you can achieve with our platform and help you to make progresses toward these goals. I advise on campaigns or landing pages building and all the things that's wrapped around those that topic. And here with me is Carol. Carol, a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm Carol, and I can confirm that everything that Patrick said is true because I'm customer success team leader. I'm supervising the work of our team, daily work. So yeah, I'm maintaining the high quality as possible of our service, and yeah, I'm working with our customers as well in a face-to-face environment as well in Landingi to ensure that your landing pages are efficient and bring you the value you need. So yeah, that's what we are working on every day.
So hopefully we are going to see you sometime soon if you start working with Landingi, and we are looking forward to it very much.
Sure.
So let's start with taking a closer look at our agenda, at our today's agenda. So we'll basically start from the definition of UTMs, and then we are going to explain how to create UTM parameters for your page's URL. Then we'll move a little bit. We'll dive deeper into our platform to show you how to capture UTM parameters in Landingi, and we will show you other uses of non-standard parameters in our platform, and of course, for all of those using Google Analytics, and I can't really imagine that you're not using Google Analytics if you're interested in UTMs, we are going to show you how to find the UTM data in Google Analytics. Well, the Universal Analytics version and the GA4, which is coming. Which is starting
February, I guess.
No, it's July. It's July. July next year. Yeah, it's going to be like the only one supported version of Google Analytics. Okay, so without further ado, let's talk about what is a UTM parameter. UTM parameter. UTM stands for Urchin Tracking Module. a piece of short text code added to your URL in order to track the performance of your page or specific campaign. The quick question for all the marketers that are watching us right now: why is it the urchin tracking module? Where does it come from? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, where does the name urchin comes from? Because that's like the only part of the name that it's not maybe very obvious.
Yeah, tracking
Yeah.
module is it's quite self-explanatory.
Exactly. So, Patrick, do you have maybe any idea?
As a matter of fact, I do.
No way.
Urchin was a tracking company, that was that actually developed UTMs, that came up with UTMs before Google bought it. So after Google bought it, they figured that, okay, let's just leave it as UTM, Urchin tracking module. And Carol has the idea. Why might it be? Because that's a quite good theory.
I actually do, because I think that they left that urchin, that UTM term, alive and going, because they didn't want to, replace urchin with Google, because with that they would create GTM, right, which already has its place in marketing as a Google tag manager, right? So they didn't just wanted to those both names to compete with each other some way, maybe. So yeah, that's my I'm not sure if that's true, but that's just my explanation of
I
that.
would bet my money on that. I would bet my money.
Great to hear that.
Okay, so getting back to it, we have 5 types of UTM parameters for Google Analytics tracking. It's a medium, source, campaign, term, and content. So medium, it's basically a channel. Speaking generally, is a channel that is used to drive the traffic to your landing pages. It could be social media channel, it could be organic traffic, it could be paid traffic, or email, really.
Yeah.
Next thing is a source, a UTM source parameter, which actually narrows down. Which actually narrows down the traffic channel to like detailed source, as the name explains. For social media, it could be Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram. For organic traffic, it could be one of the Google, one of the search engines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking Google automatically because I believe majority is using it. However, you can use Bing or any other search engine, really. Paid traffic comes from banners, ads, etc., etc., and you can use newsletters in email channel. So every of these sources can drive the traffic to your landing page.
Yeah, these are just the major examples of that of usage of that source parameter, but yeah, that's just to show you an example and the most frequent use.
A question in the meantime: are we? Yes, I believe we can make it available. These slides. That's not a problem, Andy. So just make sure you give me a shout at the end of the at the end of the presentation, and I'll email you with that. No problems. Okay, so what do we have next? Campaign, of course, UTM campaign. The parameter helps you to distinguish specific marketing campaigns. Okay, let's just move the text away so you can have like the general overview of the slide. There you go. So the UTM campaign parameter helps you distinguish one marketing campaign from another, especially if you are promoting a variety of products or making like seasonal campaigns, running seasonal campaigns like summer sale, holiday sale, winter sale, etc., etc. Yeah, actually, the campaign name will help you obviously
to distinguish
one campaign from
basically,
another.
between campaigns.
And these 3 are actually the 3 UTMs, UTM parameters required by Google to let's call it a big trio to create like a proper UTM URL that helps you to narrow down analytics report inside Google Analytics. However, there are also 2 more parameters. and these are the term, which actually identifies the search terms. It's used for tracking keywords, and it's especially useful if you are looking to improve SEO settings, search engine optimization settings. And a content which serves mainly A/B testing purposes. For example, for 2 different ads. That's the very same URL, just with the UTM parameter describing the content, leading to the very same landing page. And that brings us to the topic of how to create UTM parameters for your URL. And of course, Google is brought us the answer. Of course, we can create it manually according to the syntax, which I'm going to show you later on. However, Google already prepared the tool for it, and it's called a campaign URL builder. Quite self-explanatory.
So obvious, yeah.
Yeah, that's why try hard if you can just figure it out on a finger of snap of your finger.
Fingers,
yeah, that's correct. Okay, so what I have here already is just our main page, homepage address, landingi.com. Just make sure you put full address with https:// prefix before it, because otherwise it won't accept it. And let's go with the big trio with source, medium, and name. As you can see, these are actually marked with a star as a required. So you can't really create UTM link without filling out these fields. So let's go. Let's start from medium, for example, organic, and let's go to. Let's not be original. Let's go. Let's go for Google.
Yeah, let's go with tips. Let's make it easier.
Yeah, let's make it easy. Okay, and we already typed the required 3 parameters, and we can see that the URL is already there. And now we can take a closer look on the syntax. As you can see, to our main page address, the UTM was added after the question mark, and there we go, UTM _ source equals, and they're separated with end mark, really, UTM _ medium and UTM _ campaign. But what if you figure that it's not very attractive, that URL? It's too long. It may look suspicious for some of your visitors, especially while you're posting on social media, when you're driving the traffic through your social media. The very good idea is shortening the link. The campaign builder already has the built-in integration with Bitly. So as soon as you hit that button over there, you'll receive
magic happens.
Yeah, magic happens. You'll receive a shortened link. And when I put it to on the next tab, it's directing us to our homepage plus the UTM parameters that was defined in campaign URL builder. Of course, Bitly isn't the only solution out there, so you can try out tinyURL or Cutly. Bitly is obviously put in here, but that's short URL, pretty much URL shortener. If you type it in your browser, you come up with many search results. So some of them are totally free. Some of them has like a certain amount of URL shortening, so to speak, available per month, and then you have to go for Pro or any other paid plan. But
yeah, but the basic idea is still the same. So yeah.
Okay, right. Enough talking. Let's go to Landingi to show you how to capture URL parameters and what are the other uses of non-standard parameters in Landingi. Let me just switch it quickly over to Carol.
Yes, so I will be responsible now for that Landingi part of the UTMs and how you can actually see them and use them in your landing pages environment. I'm gonna show you 2 things. The very first thing is of course, with the UTMs, you may want them to be attached to your lead, to your basically to your form submissions, to your leads, and Landingi are prepared for that, and you actually don't have to do anything. You don't have to make any additional configuration to make that happen. And in this very example, I'm just have some test landing page, as you can see right here. So I will copy this test landing page URL, and I will build my my UTM, or attach additional UTMs to this landing page with the tool that Patrick already showed you. So let me just pick some source. Yeah, so let it be Facebook, email campaign, campaign medium, we got email, and the campaign name, we got some campaign 1, for example, right? Here we got the URL with the UTMs. So now let me try to enter this page and submit some test lead and see how does the lead looks like in the real world, right? So let me just put some details here. Let me just submit it. And there we go. We see the thank you page, which is a confirmation that the lead went through successfully. And now in the landing page dashboard, let me refresh the page. And let me just enter the dashboard and the my leads, and see how does the lead looks like. Yeah, and as you can see, the leads are already here. So that's basically the idea, to automatically fill. So our Landingi environment automatically detect those 3 primary UTM parameters and autofill them within your leads. So this way you can actually manage, distribute your leads to your different teams, and make your work more efficient, right? To manage and automate this process, the lead management process, this way. So that's the most basic usage of UTMs. Next thing I wanted to show you is how can you actually create a dynamic text replacement with usage of the UTMs. You can do this within Landingi as well. And to do this, you can obviously follow our step-by-step manual, how to create that kind of process. And I will do it step-by-step with our Landingi manual with you right now. So after some theory here at the very beginning, let me just go straight up to the configuration. So I just need to go to my landing page dashboard, my landing page JavaScript tab, and paste some JavaScript already prepared. So you don't need to have any coding knowledge or skills. You just copy the JavaScript and apply it to your landing page, right? So I just copied it. Let me just go to my dashboard, my JavaScript codes, and let me try to add this script. Text placement. All right. I just pasted right here with the standard settings, so nothing additional, no additional changes needed here. And there we are. So that's the first step. I'm going back to the manual, and the next step is to actually configure the dynamic text, right? So I need to go to the editor and actually create that text with our text widget within the editor. So let me just navigate to my editor straight away. And there it is. So yeah, I will just try to create it from scratch. So let's say you are selling some land, and you would like to personalize that landing page based on area you are selling the land in, right? So for example, you are selling in Chicago, you're selling someone in Shanghai or whatever, right? So basically you want your customer experience or your visitor experience to be personalized. So you can actually create a UTM parameter with different value and automatically adjust your text within your landing pages, right? To do this, you can basically, as I already added the JavaScript code responsible for that, all I need to do is to copy the text parameter, right? The text value. So let me just do this right here. And as we can see, we got the syntax here all in place. And all to do is to create a UTM with a name, with this destination name, and value whatever we want, right? So for example, if you would like to point it to the best land for sale in, for example, Chicago, we just need to put that Chicago in the destination UTM in our URL, which I'm going to show you in a second. And this second part of the syntax is actually responsible for adjusting the text in case there is no UTM available in the URL, right? So let me just publish the page and show you exactly what I have in mind. So yeah, after we have the landing page, let me enter it. And earlier on, we used the campaign URL builder. This time, I will try to create that from scratch manually. So I'm just typing question mark destination, and for example, right? So let's just take our Chicago here, and let me click enter. So as you can see, this parameter distinguished what will show in the landing page design, basically, right? And if that parameter does not exist, then we will get the standard information, which was implemented here in that syntax, right? So long story short, you can use your UTM's parameter for dynamic text replacement. That's just an example, of course. If you would like to discuss it in more detail in context of your business or your landing pages, then just let our support team know, and we will be able to support you and give you some more ideas about this option. So yeah, that's basically the idea behind that.
Okay, thank you, Carol. So what we got left here is to show you where exactly find the UTM data in your Google Analytics dashboard, which I'm going to present you just now. Let's go here. Okay. So for now, we have to distinguish like two options that we need to consider. It's Universal Analytics dashboard and Google Analytics 4 dashboard. Universal Analytics is still available, still supported, but it will be like that until the 1st of July 2023. So make sure you move with your marketing effort to GA4 before that date, before it's too late. And let's make sure that we find these UTMs now. So basically what we need to do is to look on the left-hand side panel and check the acquisition view, then campaigns, all campaigns, and then we have like campaign dimension, which is the primary dimension over here. If you like to add additional dimension, you can click here to add secondary dimension, and there is source and medium, source/medium dimension, which will actually bring up another column over here. The campaign as a primary will be displayed here, and over there will be additional column source/medium, which will show you the additional data from the UTM parameters, of course. As for the GA4, you can actually see the reports from 3 tabs in acquisition view. So just make sure that you click reports, the document icon or the diagram icon, go for acquisition, and you can go for acquisition overview, and then session by session campaigns, and you can see all the data available here. Or you can go for user acquisition and see the first user medium, first user campaign. And when you hit the plus button over here, it will give you the opportunity to add additional dimension, as in Universal Analytics when I showed you before. So you can pick like medium source or additional dimension, and the same goes for traffic acquisition, which is the third tab in the acquisition view. You just pick session source or medium, and later on you can add additional dimension for your report. So you can easily configure it, you can add additional dimensions, etc. If you're using additional parameters like terms or content, you can also add it by hitting that plus mark available here, so you can have all the necessary data to compare in one uh, report. So that's pretty much it if it comes for a theoretical part.
Yeah, black screen means
Black
we
screen,
are at the
yeah.
end of our
Yeah,
presentation.
we're here.
We are
And
drawing near.
let's let's uh, let's let's jump off the darkness, so to speak. Okay, so for now, we'd like to ask you if you have any questions regarding the topics, because obviously it may, for every marketer, like doing his job for a longer time, there's actually no marketing effort without UTMs. It's like everyday bread, really. But
Pretty much.
if you like have the first contact with the topic, it might look confusing, the old syntax. But as you can see, Google already took care of everything to make it as simple as possible. You just type the necessary info in the campaign URL builder, and then you can use synchronized or integrated Bitly to shorten the link and put it on your social media. Then you can just browse the report directly in Google Analytics. Of course, if your pages are tracked with Google Analytics, because that's the most important thing in here.
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay. We have a question from Antonio. Got some ideas for my company, but it's too much information for a non-IT person. Will I be able to see video again after all? Yes, of course, Antonio. This webinar, all of our webinars are recorded, so we can see them later on under the very same URL that you've entered today. So it will be there for you, either on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn.
And to be very honest with you, it's completely normal to, if you didn't use UTMs for your landing pages or your pages before, it's completely normal to feel a little bit confused with that, because I remember the first time I heard about UTMs here in Landingi when I started my job here, it was very confusing. I needed, a couple of times, my colleagues needed to explain it to me a couple of times, so I actually get it and understand it. So that's completely fine. And in case you actually like the topic and you like what you see, and you are our customer, just let us know. Get in touch with your personal assistant, and we will be able to navigate directly through your case. So maybe that's gonna be just easier for you to understand this matter based on your, or talking about this based on your example on your landing pages. So just give us heads up, and we will be able to sort that out for you or with you.
Okay, if you haven't started with Landingi, I encourage you to start like 14 days trials period. It's totally free. During that trial period in our platform, you can jump on the demo session. You can see the URL over here. You'll probably stumble upon Carol or Carolina.
That's correct.
Yeah, one of our colleagues here. It might be him, and it's got quite good. Carolina is even better, but he knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
Well, we are all at the same page.
All right, all right. So yeah, there is a chance to have a chat with Carol in the very beginning of your Landingi career, so to speak, or Landingi or setup, so you can learn the ropes of our platform and actually get a nice start off with your marketing efforts.
Sure.
And if some of you guys had some doubts regarding of what you've seen about setting UTM stuff in Landingi platform, there is also our help center ready for you. We've got lots of useful instructions on that and other matters, of course. So you just type landingi.com/help, and you get the access to our technical writing instructions so you can actually see what's going on in the platform, how to do that. And if that's not enough, you can always count on our live support, either via email or chat or phone, if you like.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will be pretty much it. I can see another question. So it seems.
No, it's a confirmation that
Oh yeah,
Antonio is already
yeah,
with
no,
us.
We're very glad
Yeah.
to hear that. We're very glad. As soon as you're ready, you can jump on the call with one of us. So we'll be very glad to help you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I can see no other questions. So right now, we'd like to thank you for your time today. We're sincerely hoping that we are going to see you next time. And it's time to say goodbye, as they sing. Yeah,
it seems like that's just the time. That's the right time to do that. Yeah.
You guys make sure you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or whatever.
Or morning, wherever you are.
Wherever you are. That's correct. And yeah, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care. All the best.